There's a woman who washed Jesus' feet, 36 to 50. Is this Luke again? This can't be Luke again. Yeah, it's Luke 7. All right, so according to the Gospel of Luke 7, 36 to 50, a woman washes Jesus' feet. Whippity skippity do, right? One of the Pharisees asked Jesus to eat with him. So Jesus went into the Pharisee's house and sat at the table. Now a sinful woman in the town had learned that Jesus was eating at the Pharisee's house, and guess what that sinful woman did? She brought an alabaster jar of perfume. An alabaster jar of perfume. What is alabaster? Well, I'll tell you what alabaster is. A mineral. Alabaster is a mineral and a soft rock used for carvings and as a source of plaster powder. My bad. So, just has nothing to do with the perfume, right? That's the exciting part. I don't know what it has to do with the story, but whatever, okay? She brings an alabaster jar full of perfume. She stood behind Jesus at his feet crying. She began to wash his feet with her tears, and she dried them with her hair, kissing his feet many times and rubbing them with perfume. When the Pharisee who asked Jesus to come to his house saw this, well, he thought to himself, if this damn Jesus, the fucking Muhammad Christ, if he actually was the Messiah, if he was a prophet, then he would know that the woman who was touching him is a sinner. Jesus said to the Pharisee, Simon, I have something to say to you. Simon said, Teacher, tell me. Jesus said, 2 people owed money to the same banker. One owed 500 coins, and the other owed 50. They had no money to pay what they owed. But the banker told both of them they did not have to pay him. Which person loves the banker more? One owed 500 coins, right? The Roman denarii. And then the other one owed them 50 coins. And the banker forgave both of them equally. Which one loves the banker more? Simon the Pharisee answered, I think it would be the one who owed him the most money. Jesus said to Simon, you're right. Then Jesus turned toward the woman and said to Simon, do you see this woman? When I came into your house, you gave me no water for my feet, but she washed my feet with her tears and dried them with her hair. You gave me no kiss of greeting, but she has been kissing my feet since I came in. You did not put oil on my head, but she poured perfume on my feet. I tell you that her many sins are forgiven. So she showed me great love. But the person who is forgiven only a little will love only a little. Jesus said to her, your sins are forgiven. The people sitting at the table began to say amongst themselves, who is this who even forgives sins? Jesus said to the woman, because you believed, you are saved from your sins. Go in peace. Our Republican robe, this makes me think of Abraham Lincoln when he gave a speech at Peoria, Illinois. Abraham Lincoln gave a speech at Peoria, Illinois around October 16th, 1854. And Abraham Lincoln said, our Republican robe is soiled and trailed in the dust. Let us re-purify it. Let us turn and wash it white in the spirit, if not the blood of the revolution. Let's readopt the Declaration of Independence, and with it the practices and the policy which harmonize with it. Let North and South, let all Americans, let all lovers of liberty everywhere join in the great and good work. If we do this, we shall not only have saved the Union, but we shall have so saved it as to make and to keep it forever worthy of the saving. We shall have so saved it that the succeeding millions of free, happy people the world over shall rise up and call us blessed to the latest generations. Now, what's Senator Douglas going to say? He remarked in substance that he had always considered this government was made for the white people, but not for the black. Why, in point of mere fact, this remark of the judge, I think so, there's a significance too, which I think is the key to the great mistake. If there is any such mistake which he has made in this Nebraska measure, it shows that the judge has no very vivid impression that the black man is a human being, and consequently has no idea that there could be any moral question in legislating about him. In his view, the question of whether a new country shall be slave or free is a matter of as utter indifference as it is whether his neighbor shall plant his farm with tobacco or stock it with horned cattle. Now, whether this view is right or wrong, it is very certain that the great mass of mankind take a totally different view. They consider slavery a great moral wrong, and their feelings against it is not evanescent, but eternal. It lies at the very foundation of their sense of justice, and it cannot be trifled with. It is a great and durable element of popular action, and I think no statesman can safely disregard it. He should remember that he took us by surprise, astonished us, astounded us by this measure. We were thunderstruck and stunned, and we reeled and fell in utter confusion, but we rose each, fighting, grasping whatever he could reach first, a skith, a pitchfork, a chopping axe, or a butcher's cleaver. We struck in the direction of the sound, and we are rapidly closing in upon him. He must not think to divert us from our purpose by showing us that our drill, our dress, and our weapons are not entirely perfect and uniform. When the storm shall be past, he shall find us still Americans, no less devoted to the continued union and prosperity of the country than heretofore. I did kind of mess up one little point there. It didn't sound right to me. And then what the hell is this one word that he had said earlier? Evanescent? What does evanescent mean? Evanescent. Soon passing out of sight, memory, or existence, quickly fading or disappearing. Evanescent. This isn't evanescent. This country of free men. My God, our democracy requires us to be rational. So does our capitalist structure. Us being capitalist and in a democratic republic, oh my God, we have to have, the body of people must be rational, so we elect a rational person. And then we also need rational thinkers with capitalism because it's based upon contract, the employer and the employee and the people with the businesses. It's all about contracts. You got to be rational. You got to be a rational person that can defend your own self-interest, who knows what's best for him or herself. We need rational people for the democracy, and we need rational people for the capitalist side of things. Holy shit. Holy shit. So, the feelings of people who say, fuck slavery, up with freedom, that's eternal. That's not just evanescent. It's not just evanescent. It's eternal. Liberty and justice for all, these are eternal values. Eternal.